and us that have filmed Robbie Williams shows for the last decade, from the Manchester Evening News Arena to Pinewood and Berlin and Leeds and of course the infamous Nebworth. What's different about this show is that not only has he not performed since 2006 and has grown up, so have we. So we're bringing a different set of skills, particularly when it comes to making a show that is for today's viewer.
The creative team with Robbie sat down to discuss how we were going to kind of execute this live TV experience. It was a pretty lively debate, and we live in the days of television performances on X Factor 2 minutes long, so we shouldn't be doing a concert where we're filming performances of a Let Me Entertain You that are 6 minutes long, because that's dinosaur television.
We wanted to create a concert that would work for the event, work for the 20,000 people in this room, but we also wanted to do something that could work grammatically for television. We didn't want a stage that would become passive. I didn't want the audience to be able to jump ahead of us. And I think with television, it's really, really important that we can keep you guessing.
We're constantly refreshing the song, refreshing the lighting, refreshing the energy, and we've also built in these short reality films.
What those VTs do is they break up the big spectacle and give you the real Robbie, and he's this cheeky chappy on stage, but he's still a rock star and he's up there commanding the crowd. And what's lovely is you get that Robbie, and then moments later you have Robbie nervous, preparing, being very intimate with the camera, and it really gives you the full scope of who he is.
And also his relationship with various different people in his career. So his relationship with Guy Chambers, who has written 5 albums with him. Gary Barlow, obviously off the back of Take That, I think is an important transition. And they were the things that we wanted to communicate. So hopefully to have this kind of very subtle editorial value that reinforces and signposts the viewer to what this concert is about.
It's like nothing I've performed on before. Quite literally, because it's in the round. And apparently what happens is the audience that you perform to, hot, 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 and then everybody else behind you, cold, 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 cold. So it's going to take up all my entertaining powers to keep the whole place hot all the time. But I'm up for it.
The biggest difference in this show is that it's in the round, which is incredibly challenging.
There are no corners to hide in. There's no curtain to hide behind. And it just keeps you guessing.
It actually requires a lot more cameras than you would think, because you essentially have 4 ends of the stage.
You've got this incredibly animated man who has the potential to just round and round and round in circles. So I'm just going to have to be on the top of my game and make sure I get more shots of his nose than I did the back of his head.
From day one, when Robbie Williams, the creative director, was thinking about ideas for the show, and when we knew we wanted to do it in the round, it was very much a starting point that we wanted to involve television into the very DNA of the show. And I think that's why tonight will be a very special night.
Ultimately, it's going to be great because Robbie Williams is the best live performer this country's ever produced. The man's a genius, and when he's on stage and he's on form and the crowd are with him, it's magical.